good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, Mario Brothers music. All right, guys. So we all know the commentary that revolves around the manosphere community, white or black, about dating single moms. A lot of guys really feel that, well, you don't get a whole lot out of it, especially if you're a guy that has a lot of public visibility and a lot of money. It was almost, for money guys, doesn't make a lot of sense. And of course, you even have dating coaches out there on the other side of the game, like for women, that will even tell you that you're not going to get much from dating single moms, and if you do it, you should just go ahead and do it and accept what comes out of it. I'm going to play an example of two clips like that right now.
Dating a single mom is hard. She'll cancel dates, short text, and not reply. She has no time to put you first. A woman who puts her child before you should make you respect her more. Be patient with her. Take her out. She's not flaking. Childcare costs more than the date you take her on. It's not about money. Spoil her with time. Show her you appreciate all the sacrifices she makes for her child with no help. Be her consistency, and eventually she'll be your everything.
3 things I learned dating a single mom. Number 1, you will never be first. You will never be above her kids. The kids always come first, no matter what. You can have a date set, and if something's wrong with her kids, the date is over. Facts. Number 2, her baby daddy will always have access to sex with her. Anytime he comes over to see the kids, drop off food, drop off money or whatever, he can always come in, get some sex, and get out of there. The baby mama will always be down, I promise you. Number 3, and this is very important, if you get close to her kids and you raising them, y'all have a bond, one day she can get mad at you, kick you out, take the kids away. That shit is gut-wrenching, I promise you. Imagine you helping raise these kids, y'all have a relationship, you invest in money, you invest in time, and then one day she just take them away from you. Ain't nothing you can do about it, they not yours.
So we kind of have that as a basis here. But now, what am I really dealing with? I want to deal with the fact that today's episode is about Taye Diggs and Apryl Jones. Now, they have been together for quite some time now, and we have not been able to really quantify the level of their relationship. Although Media Takeout today reported something that was interesting. They said that Taye Diggs and Apryl Jones are now married. Now, I want to take this opportunity to play this clip about Tasha K, because she's going to give a personal rundown of how she feels about Apryl Jones, and then I'll come back to confirm it.
Okay, now I'm gonna pour up my glass here. It's been a minute, so I may get fucked up, y'all, because I ain't had no wine in a minute. Now, Taye Diggs decided to do an interview, and he was questioned, as he should have been, all right, since he's been so vocal and I wouldn't even say vocal, since he's been so, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word that I'm looking for. He hasn't had any problem exposing the relationship that he's had with everybody's whore, Apryl Jones, okay? We're going to say alleged whore over here, because sometimes she says she's one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she says she does. She said, you know, the game had it. All these other people had it. The lesbian that was beside her in her videos done had it. Or Marion and all his bandmates done had it. It ain't nobody in LA, okay, or Atlanta or Miami that hasn't had it. Toast to Apryl, okay? Y'all, let me drop these comments down, because y'all gonna make me sidetrack. You know I got ADHD. I can't focus for too long. Okay? Let me get into the show. And so he was asked by an interviewer about the seriousness of their relationship, because everybody wants to know. They've been so, they've been on display with all the kissing and touching and, rubbing and dancing and, him buying her CVS pajamas for Christmas and hell, even Valentine's Day. Okay. She's been real vocal the same way she was, slightly vocal. She called a paparazzi on, her and Dr. Dre's first date. I said, you couldn't even wait for the second date, let alone the third date. You couldn't wait until he had a baby with your ass. I mean, he's notorious for having babies and giving out child support. He pay it, yeah. As long as you giving him a little ass, he paying it, okay? He ain't got no problems with that at all. How's my mic, real quick? How's my mic, y'all? It's good. Cause I feel like I'm, the way this sound is trapped in here, what I'm saying? It doesn't echo like it normally does. Now, so he was asked about their relationship and how serious it was, and he went all the way around, just like he be dancing around her apartment, all off beat and off rhythm and shit. You know what I'm saying? He be chopping motherfucking, just be and dancing around her apartment, you know what I'm saying? As soon as that lady asked him, you know what I'm saying, on that Fox interview, was he committed to her or was he going to commit? You know what he said? He said, we're just having fun. We're just having fun.
So as you see there, Apryl Jones gets around. Stop the show. Kind of like how Dima gets around to these videos, but he's mad because he don't get the good ones. That was a bad joke. But anyways, let me just kind of get back to the whole thing, right? Apryl Jones has many relationships in the past. And of course, she's the baby mama of Omarion. And then if that wasn't good enough, she was dealing with Omarion's friend, not J-Bug, the other guy. Who's this other guy? Little Fizz, right? So then with the history of, being passed around Hollywood, and then adding on to that fact that Apryl Jones has 2 children by Omarion, and it's quite messy, why would Taye Diggs consider marrying her or even being in a relationship with her at all? I don't know. I think a lot of guys don't know. We don't understand why he's doing this. And if it's true, which we hope not, what can we say? I mean, he has a lot of opportunities. He has a lot of women. He's made a lot of money. Why is he doing it? Well, guys, some women just know how to basically get in the groove. Like, let me just say this real quick. As guys, one of the things I've noticed is we can start dealing with a woman, and at first there's not a whole lot that we can get from her. We're just hanging out, and then feelings emerge. You start to feel like, I kind of like her. I'm kind of really feeling her. And the next thing you know, you're hanging out with her kids. The next thing you know, you're hanging out with her family. The next thing you know, you're married to somebody who you probably didn't want to get married to. And I don't know if that's the case with Taye Diggs, if this is true, but he has been hanging out with her. And I can honestly say he's definitely attracted to her, and the sex is good. And that's something that guys got to really look at. Yes, even you can get tempted by the box, so much so that you will want to marry it. And a lot of guys just feel like, that won't happen, but you'd be surprised the kind of ladies that you can deal with that you have some kind of emotional connection to and sexual connection to, especially if you're even, around their kids. That is why I feel, honestly, a lot of guys have to really excommunicate certain people out of your reach, because typically that's what women do for men. If you don't make a certain amount of money, or if you're not doing a certain amount of things, unless you're an extremely good looking guy, and even that might help. Most women have a hard time Xing guys out of the equation. Men, however, don't think like that. We typically like to give opportunities, especially if you look good. Even if you have kids, you don't have kids, you have a tumultuous background relationships, we still give them a chance. And then once you give them the chance, you give them the opportunity to get into your circle. And then once they get into your circle, that's pretty much it, And once they're in your vicinity, they can move around and start wooing you and start being like, hey, when are we going to get married? Hey, and the next thing you know, you've made a terrible mistake with somebody that can't give you much value. But hey guys, we live on, we learn, right? But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.